Okay, so our topic is sedimentation, and in that topic, we already discussed about the basic idea about the sedimentation. Okay, so what is the process of sedimentation? What is the principle of sedimentation? What are the advantages of sedimentation, and what are the different methods or types of the sedimentation? Okay, so basically, this process it is nothing but just allow to settle the solid by gravity force into the tank. Okay, so that tank it is called as sedimentation tank or settling tank. Either it is a rectangular tank or either it may be the circular tank. Okay, so that tank is called a sedimentation tank, and that process of the settlement of inorganic impurities into that tank from water, that is process is called as sedimentation process. Okay, so it remove up to 60% of suspended solid and 75% of bacterial impurities into that tank. So purpose of sedimentation, so to remove the coarse dispersed phase, to remove the coagulated and flocculated impurities, to remove the precipitated impurities after chemical treatment, and to settle the sludge, that is biomass, after the activated sludge process and trickling filter. Next, the principle it is nothing but the suspended solid present in water having specific gravity greater than that of the water tend to settle down by gravity as soon as the turbulence retarded by offering storage. Okay, so that means we have to store the water for a particular period, and that period is called as detention period. Okay, and for that particular detention period, the suspended solid is going to be settled down at the bottom of the tank by the specific gravity. Okay, so this is what the basic principle behind the working of sedimentation tank. Next, the types of sedimentation. In that, basically there are two types of sedimentation. The first one is plain sedimentation, and next one is the sedimentation with coagulation. Okay, so the plain sedimentation it is nothing but the process of settling down the solid and impurities in the raw water to the bottom sedimentation basin by the natural gravity force. So that means no in addition of chemical is required in this process. Okay, so this is what the first process, and type 1 settling. In that we have to just allow to settle the solid or impurities into the water to the bottom of the sedimentation basin or sedimentation tank. Okay, so this method is very cheaper and mostly used in all filtration and purification system of water. So these are the various advantages of the plain sedimentation process. Okay, so in this process the load is reduced, so that the further process it needs less time and less energy. After this process, less variable quality of water is made available. The clearing cost of the coagulation basis is reduced. There is no loss of chemical with the sludge, and for the further process, less quantity of chemical are required. So the further it reduces the cost of the treatment. So these are the various advantages of this plain sedimentation process before the process of coagulation. Okay, so this you can see the picture which showing the plain sedimentation basin. Either it may be this rectangular basin or either it may be the square or circular basin. Okay, and that yellow color that is nothing but the sludge which settle down at the bottom of the tank that can be removed from the outlet of that tank. Okay, so the next type it is what the sedimentation by using chemicals, or either you can say the second type of sedimentation, or the type 2 settling, and that is called as sedimentation by using chemical, and that process is also you can say the coagulation process. Okay, so what is that coagulation process? This sedimentation by using chemicals. Okay, so in this method the chemical are mixed in water, and that water is rotated by help of the pumps for a period of 2 hours per day, and the suspended solid are settled down in the bottom of the reservoir tank. Okay, so this the process in which we are going to add the chemical into that water, and so that the remaining impurities, the remaining suspended solid which are not easily settled down in the type 1 settling in a plain sedimentation process, so that solid that impurities they require the chemical, and so that we're going to add chemical into the into that process, and so that what happen that lighter impurities. Okay, so what is the basic principle of the plain sedimentation? That impurities or that suspended solid that having the more specific gravity. Okay, so they are going to easily settle down by gravity force at the bottom of the tank, but the remaining impurities which having the very lesser specific gravity, they are not easily undergoes the settling of settling into that basin. Okay, so those impurities having a very less specific gravity, and they are not easily settled down in the bottom of the tank. They need some extra treatment, and that is what nothing but a chemical treatment. Okay, so in this process we're going to add a chemical, you can say like alum, or either you can say the lime. Okay, so these different types of chemicals we can add into that water, and so that these impurities which are lighter impurities, so they create charge, and they comes or they attract towards each other, and so that they create a larger flock, they create a sizable flock, and they create a settleable flock. Okay, so these lighter impurities after addition of chemicals come closer to each other, and they create a larger and sizable and settleable flock, and they're going to be settled down easily at the bottom of the tank. Okay, so that is what the principle of the coagulation flocculation. Okay, so what happened in this process after the addition of chemical, these lighter impurities comes closer, and they create a sizable and settleable flock. Okay, so this flock you can remove, and that process of formation of flock, that is called as flocculation. Okay, and that sludge, it is called as nothing but a flock. Okay, so this flock and this sludge that going to be removed from the outlet, or you can remove in the next sedimentation basin. Okay, so that is what the process of the sedimentation by using chemical. Okay, so in this method the chemical are mixed in the water, and the water is rotated by help of the pumps for the period of 2 hours. Okay, so what is the need of pump? Why we require the pumps? Because the completely mixing of chemical into that water is very important. Okay, so if you are going to add a chemical at one stage, but the completely mixing of that chemical into that water, into that tank, is very important, and so that we required to mix, completely mixing of that chemical into that water, and for that we required the clariflocculator and pumps, so that this totally chemical that we can completely mix into that water, and so that you get the better flock at the end of that process. Okay, so that is what the pump or a clariflocculator is required for the completely mixing and of that chemical, and to allow to settle down in the bottom of the reservoir tank. Okay, so this is the process in which the chemicals are added to the water through the mixing the suspended solid, and other impurities are stick together and form a flock, and which settle to the bottom of basin. Okay, so these impurities which stick together and they form a flock. Okay, and which settle to the bottom of the basin. So that is what the principle of the coagulation process. Okay, after the addition of chemical, these impurities which comes closer, and they sticks to each other, and they create a sizable settleable and a larger flock. Okay, and that flock, which is heavy flock, okay, does not break easily, and that you can settle down at the bottom of the basin. Okay, so water generally flows through a tank as an irregular flow. Thus, the intention of sedimentation is to create the condition in which the flow is uniform as for long enough period to permit the maximum practical amount of flock to be settled before the water reaches at the end of the tank. So this is what the process of the sedimentation with coagulation. Okay, so these are the various parameters that influencing sedimentation process. The size, shape, and weight of the particle is, if the particle having a very fine size, so they're not easily undergoes during the settling process. So the size should be larger, so that they can easily undergo settling process. Okay, so size, shape, and weight of the particles that influence the sedimentation process, the viscosity and temperature of water, then detention period of the tank, then effective depth of the tank, area of the tank, surface water overflow rate, and velocity of flow and outlet design. So these various parameters that influencing the sedimentation process. Next, the design detail. So in this design detail, you can see the detention period for the plain sedimentation is 4 to 8 hours, and for coagulated sedimentation it is 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so these are the various parameters that you can see, from that you can see that what are the various parameters that required for the design of any plain sedimentation process. Okay, so during the design of sedimentation process we required some various uh, given data we require for the design of sedimentation tank, and that is what the detention period, the velocity of flow, and what is the rate of flow of water. Again, what is the dimension of that tank, okay, breadth, diameter, or generally the depth of water, then surface overflow rate and the slope. So these various parameters that we require during the design of sedimentation basin.